Lansing 6 News. This is Feel Good Friday.
Love to drive them around town, of course, but we do use them for a lot of charities. Brings smiles for everybody.
Let's see how much it weighs. 2, 3, 4, 6.
Always 2 with the baby in between to make sure the baby didn't freeze.
I was the youngest of the girls, and so they all said I was so spoiled.
Thanks for joining us on this Feel Good Friday. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. We get the good feelings going tonight in Mason with a special look behind the scenes for Halloween. Our own Karina Prieto shows us how Jack-o'-lanterns Unleashed all comes together.
Families can take a stroll down this path here at the Ingham County Fairgrounds all throughout October to see thousands of lit up and hand-carved pumpkins. But the most popular question from visitors is, how does it all get done?
We start with the prep physically right after Labor Day.
Lindsay McKeever and her team have been prepping for weeks.
So we actually use a production company out of New York called Jack-o'-lantern Journey.
McKeever is the executive director of the fairgrounds and says Jack-o'-lanterns Unleashed requires lots of time and effort from everyone involved.
Jack-o'-lanterns Unleashed is really unique. There's nothing like this here in mid-Michigan, really anywhere in Michigan.
With more than 5,000 jack-o'-lanterns to be designed, carved, and positioned, there's plenty of work to do to bring the magic to life.
The pumpkins are forever pumpkins, we call them, so they're not necessarily live pumpkins, but they all are hand carved.
That way there's no worries of rotting or preservation, and instead people can focus on the fun.
Kids are free, so it's a great opportunity to do something that's pretty affordable, and we're just really proud to be able to give people the opportunities to make lifelong family memories outside of Fair Week.
McKeever says there's something for everyone, no matter the age.
Safari theme, we have a witch, we have the planets and constellations, we have a carnival theme, dinosaurs.
McKeever says more than 15,000 people turned out for the event last year, so whether you want to see the pumpkins or play glow golf or hit the rage room, be sure to stop by before it closes up at the end of the month. Here for you in Mason, Karina Prieto, 6 News.
That looks like so much fun. Thank you, Karina. Here in Lansing, the kids at C.S. Mott Children's Hospital got to have some Halloween fun on Wednesday. That's when the University of Michigan Health Sparrow hosted its annual The Spirit of Children program. It's supported by Spirit Halloween stores across the country, which donate money, costumes, and activities for kids and their families to help make the hospital experience not so scary.
If they can do those things while they're here, still be a kid, get to do those fun festivities. It's so great to have them enjoy those activities even when they're sick.
The easiest way to help out with Spirit of Children is shop your local Spirit Halloweens. And when you check out the register, they're going to ask you if you want to help raise funds for Spirit of Children. And just give as much as you can. Every little bit counts.
It's that easy. The program supports more than 150 pediatric hospitals across North America. And since 2007, Sparrow says the program has donated more than $961,000.
Last interview you did, I didn't have all the proton packs back here. So now we have the proton packs and we have a whole rack. We can pull that all out.
Also in the Halloween mood, Lansing's Aaron Aikman. Many people know him through his movie and TV car recreations. 6 News has featured many of Aaron's vehicles over the years, from his Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine to Kit from Knight Rider to his coffin car, and of course the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Well, after 8 years, the Ecto-1 was looking a little bit too scary.
This was a huge undertaking because both sides, from the rear to up here, it just rusted right through. I finally decided I'm going to take it all apart, do some upgrades on the upper rack, paint the entire car. It's red, white, and blue now. I've got the 50 stars up there, and then added some upgrades for the nuclear powered unit.
Yeah, got to keep that updated. He says he loves working on cars and driving them around, but he also loves when he uses them for various charity events and, of course, the smiles that come along with that. You can see the Ecto-1 and several other of Aaron's cars in the next few weeks, including this weekend at the Legend of Sleepy Hollow event and on October 28th at Olympic Broil in Lansing for the annual Trunk or Treat event. Well, from busting ghosts to busting open pumpkins, there's a musk ox in a zoo in Washington state who played his own trick on a recent treat. Check this out. This is Hudson, and his keepers at the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium gave him a 210-pound gourd. And as you can see, well, it didn't really last long. Hudson was caught on camera joyfully headbutting and stomping the pumpkin into bits and enjoying those pumpkin innards. Moving to Northern California for one more pumpkin story. 4 of them made it to the finals in the 52nd annual Half Moon Bay World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off on Monday. Using a 5-ton digital scale, judges gave the grand prize to this one, coming in at more than 2,300 pounds.
Brandon Dawson from Santa Rosa, thanks for coming to Half Moon Bay. Let's see how much it weighs. 2, 3, 4, 6.
The first place winner gets $9 for each pound the pumpkin weighs, making this year's winner worth more than $21,000. That's awesome. On the East Coast now, a trio of sisters recently got together in North Carolina to celebrate one of them turning 100 years old. And combined with the others' ages of 107 and 93, they're celebrating 300 years in total. They talked to reporters about growing up with 5 other siblings in the Great Depression.
Always 2 with a baby in between to make sure the baby didn't freeze.
I was the youngest of the girls, and so they all said I was so spoiled. I didn't have it nearly as rough as they did.
They're going to disagree on that for forever, I think. Their advice for a long life, quote, eat your vegetables and don't sit on your butt, they say. And good news for gossipers. A neuroscience professor at Brown University says gossip is not a character flaw. It's actually a powerful cognitive tool that allows our minds to weigh social risk, like a chess master, many moves ahead. She estimates up to 65% of our conversations are about other people.
Learning how to talk appropriately, to talk with the right people, to make sure that what you want gets communicated in the way you want. Those are important things if you want to have power, if you want to rise in influence.
And she adds Whisper campaigns helped spread vital information during the Me Too movement about sexual misconduct, and she calls gossip a form of social intelligence, Kendall. So there you go. I don't like to gossip, but it's interesting. Kendall's scratching her head like
I love
no comment on Kendall.
No, I remember I saw this story somewhere on social media and I sent it to my mom for reference and she's like, all right, Kendall, this is clearly fake because she knows how much I like to gossip.
She makes good points though, that
I
professor.
know.
So there
so
you
I
go.
love that we're redefining it right now, especially for my own personal reasons here.
Personally, I don't really like the forecast for the weekend, Kendall.
I think a lot of people feel the same way. Very rainy, very windy, and then some cooler temperatures will follow all of that.
Full forecast right after the break, and then later on this Feel Good Friday, we'll show you why support is growing for tiny forests. So stay with us, we'll be right back.